So here recently, ASICMiner shares are down quite exponentially, and this is the reason a lot of people don't wonder what's going on. So at their peak, ASICMiner was about 4 Bitcoins a share, which is remarkably high, and now they're down to about zero point 0.7. So the question is, why is it down so low? And I think I got a really good reason, or a few reasons. First of all, you have to understand, ASICMiner used to be the only guy in the ballpark, right? He was like the only guy on the team that knew how to hit the ball. So everybody bought from him. Well, now you have, other companies like KPC, I think it's like KPC. I always forget. I feel bad, but it's like KPC Miner or something. They put the chips on the boards and they sell them to you, which is doing amazing. So you have other ones out there. Butterfly Labs still trying to decide if they're coming around or not. But the thing is they're not the only competition. They're not their sole competition. They have other people competing against them now, which drives competition, which is good for the marketplace. Bad for bondholders, I guess you could say. Me myself, I probably should have sold when I was at 4. Because obviously 4 Bitcoins per share is pretty great, especially if you have a large share or a large amount of shares in ASICMiner. I do think it's going to come back. And let me also remind you, you're going to return on investment in 4 years, which is pretty good. About 4 years, if not higher. That's pretty good, guys. That's really good. They're still constantly developing and selling equipment, which means there's a constant opportunity for new devices to come out and more profit to be made. But it also, you have to consider the fact that there is competition. You know what I mean? That does drive prices around. Also, there's been a thing, a lot of the sites like BTC.co, a lot of the virtual private entity exchange sites, the ones where you can buy and sell these shares, they make it easier. All these awesome websites, they're all closing down. There was a new law that got passed in the United States about how securities are handled. It included virtual not currencies, but virtual exchanges, which I don't even know exactly how it fits in the law, but obviously it affects them somehow because all the major ones are shutting down, at least the ones that reside in the United States. So what you have to consider is it's a two-pronged attack. First of all, you're having competition, and second of all, the major exchanges that share these shares are closing down. So when you have less people that are able to go out and just get the shares whenever they want, the price goes down, which is kind of counterproductive of what you would think. You would think, oh, well, there's less people being able to get them, so the price should go up. Not exactly, because the share has a lot to do with people being able to easily get it. If people can't easily get the share, they have to go through FedCat, which I hope I say that right again. It's a problem. You know what I mean? The average person like me who wanted to get into it probably wouldn't have got into it. So that is pushing the price down. I think it's about 0.7 right now as this video is recorded. I think we'll see a range returning to about 1 to 1.5. I think that's a good steady. I'd be really thoroughly impressed if it got up to 2 Bitcoins again per share. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. I think the highest range we'll see, at least till December, is probably about 1.5 Bitcoins. But you never know. ASICMiner could just blow our minds with coming out with a new type of mining board. So keep your minds open and your wallets ready to be filled.